Get the boxes. The boxes.
Hey! It is the last Thursday before Christmas. So we're all decked out in our ugly, hot sweater right now. And you got, what does yours say? Let's be jolly.
Let's be jolly.
Where'd you get that from?
Fleet Farm.
I was going to say, I know I didn't buy it, so I can't believe you bought yourself a Santa shirt, but it's super cute.
That's because I'm wearing it.
All right. So while we're all, thank you for waiting for us. I know we had some technical difficulties with the mic. Please let us know if this mic is working. We hope so. So give us the thumbs up or the thumbs down before we say too much or give you any important stuff. So we're just going to babble on here a little bit to make sure everything is good. So tell us about the weather today, Nick.
It sucks.
No, it doesn't. Why would you say that? We wait all year for a white Christmas, beautiful snowfall. It's going to be awesome. Awesome.
It's beautiful when you're laying in bed at 3 o'clock and I have to get up and plow. Yeah.
Oh, it's just beautiful. Part of your job.
No,
when I'm still up at 3 o'clock in the morning stitching, it's no different.
Oh, I need my beauty sleep.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. It's not bad out. I mean, we probably got 6-7 inches of snow.
And it's still snowing.
Still snowing.
So you're going to have to do it again.
Probably 4 or 5 more times.
Tell all the ladies out there and gentlemen who are watching, like, what do you all have to do when it snows? Here.
Ugh. Push snow, sidewalks, entryways. I got to blow off the Christmas tree down there. Constantly. Parking lots. The county has not decided not to do our road, so I got to plow our own road, which is stupid. But so if any county people are working out there, get over here and plow my road.
Just across the street.
I know the salt house is right across the street.
How much snow are you expecting?
Yeah. I know you watch the weatherman like he's your best friend.
Like 7-8 inches, but then it's going to be 25 to 35 below tomorrow morning, wind chills with 50-mile-an-hour winds. So It's going to be a little dicey.
Well, we got a lot less snow than we thought we were getting.
Far. A lot less.
Me and Heidi are like, yes, snow. Yes.
In the beginning, when this storm was coming, they were saying we were going to get in the feet range.
All right, so I have to share with you, and you can share in a minute too. I have to share with you. I know you all are going to be jealous of what Kaylee's going to show you next, but I love boots. All right, so I love sorrels. So I took a picture of my closet this morning so you can see what I have to choose from.
Did they have a big enough camera?
Well, I didn't take I took all my boots because I love boots, and I'll come into work and I'll see somebody has a different pair than I have. I'll be like, oh, I need that pair. But this is a collection that has probably happened, probably about 7 years of collecting. So not just one time.
So roughly, how many pairs of boots do you have?
You want me to count them?
Probably about 15. And that's not counting the big snow ones, the ones I wear like when we go ice fishing and stuff like that.
We go ice fishing?
Once a year. I would go more if you were more into it, but you're not anymore.
I'm old.
Show us your boots. Aren't those beautiful?
I put these babies on at 3:06 this morning, and I haven't taken them off yet. Yeah, they don't.
Are those your ice fishing boots? Or
no, these are my hunting boots.
Hunting boots. Okay.
Yeah. This is one of the best
things. Don't buy me a pair of those.
I'm not gonna. This is probably one of the best things I've ever bought. Yeah. I love these things.
Wisconsin winters are not hard if you have all the right gear. I think people don't buy hats and mittens and long underwears. You know what I mean? You got to have your base layers on too. So you're nice and cozy and warm. I think right now I'm sweating right now. This sweater is just yucky. It's 90% acrylic. Okay, I'm not used to wearing acrylic, but when you have nice base layers and stuff like that out of wool, smart wool, that kind of stuff, it's fun. So you have to make the most fun of Wisconsin winters. All right, is the mic working good? Did they give us good? All right, perfect. So let's talk some more stuff about quilting. Are you going to help us now? You got I almost forgot. Talk about your puppy dog.
Oh, little Jax. He finally got to go to the spa today. And what the spa consists of a bath, nails, hair trimmed in his ears, and oh my goodness, he did amazing. We've been going to Go Fetch in Winneconne for
10 years.
10 years. Yeah, Jeter used to go there. And I think Kaylee's throwing up a picture right now. Yeah, so that's my Jax right there.
He's getting all smelling good for the holidays.
Oh, and he loves the snow.
And Bree even called you, and what'd she say about Jax?
It's the best well-behaved dog she's ever had on the first try.
Do you believe that? I don't know.
Oh, I believe
on the
it.
first try, okay. Okay.
He didn't move.
Yeah, he is a good dog. He is. Yeah, I'm sure she gave him a few treats too.
Well, I bought him a couple of bully sticks too. So
okay. All right, so a little bit here to get started, and now we're going to get into the quilting stuff, the quilting part of it. Oh, FYI, I just pulled this out of the antique cupboard. It's not really Christmas, but look at how nice it just fits in at Christmas time as well. So that's one of my antiques. Isn't it amazing? It's super quilted. I don't know if Kaylee can get how close together it's quilting. So if you're wondering about our backdrop, it's an antique quilt that I'm sharing with you. And isn't it amazing what they did years ago with limited supplies? Just awesome. Like, a lot of us wouldn't even try this today, right? With all the cool things we have. But maybe someday we'll do something like this. Are you going to help with going through comments today? You're going to hang out with me. Help me. What do you feel like?
it's your call.
All right. Okay. So just a few quick little announcements. What's that?
I was talking to Heidi.
All right. A few quick little announcements. We are going to be closed the 24th, 25th, and 26th. So all of our employees can enjoy their family and friends at this time. We will not be answering phones. I know Jessica was going to monitor gift cards up until the last minute as well, and stuff like that, and PDFs. She possibly could be doing some of that stuff. We will be reopened on December 27th. We will be closed January 1st through the 3rd. And we are going to be back open for business on January 4th. And I know that's different than what we told you previously, right? Because guess what? Remember our big new website launch? Not going to happen till next month. So we have to put that on the back burner. They found something that was a pretty big glitch that they need more time to work with. So it's kind of like a relief, but yet we really want that to happen. So that is why we're not going to be closed all those other days that we previously told you about. So look for us to up and run on the 4th.
Hey, how many antique quilts do you have in your collection?
I don't know. A lot. Probably about 800. I'm going to share more of my antique quilts in 2023. So look to see more about them. I think we really need to dive deep into the cupboards that we have and show more of those. All right. So are you just going to interrupt me with questions, or are you just going to save them for later?
Do you want me to raise my hand? What would you like me to do?
I just want to know ahead of time how we're doing this.
You want me to hit? I'll go like this.
No hitting me.
No.
All right. So another cool thing that has happened is, do you remember we did a fundraiser for Our Pack Animal Rescue during our Primitive Christmas? We raised over $5,000 of money for them, and 2 large bins full of toys and treats. So if you participated in that, thank you so much. Jamie, who was the organizer of the rescue, literally cried when she picked all of this up. So she wanted to make sure that we thanked you for all of your help. We couldn't have done this without you. So thank you for helping another organization thrive this time of year when it's tough. Okay, so let's do one of the other things.
You need those, that's right.
What's that?
You need those.
Yeah, so here's one of the things that we're going to do. So in 2023, we are starting a brand new quilt box. And this is a subscription box that gets put out every other month, even months. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Those are the 6 months that we put out our quilt box. Now, we want to up our subscription for the quilt box by 300 more people because we had a lot of people asked to join, and now is the time that we can do this at the beginning of a new year with the beginning of new projects as well. So I want to show you what was all in 2022's quilt boxes. Now, the subscription is $45 for the 6 months, every 6 months, or every month for 6 months. Yeah. So that is $270 total, includes shipping. What I want to show you is what your $270 gets you last year. And of course, we're gonna keep doing great things for 2023. But this really helps us as a business plan, and we really count on this for our big expenses. And this helps us, these 2 subscription boxes, the wool one and the quilt one. The wool one goes the other months that the quilt one is, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. I did that pretty good, didn't I? So those are the wool ones, and that one is $72. We are not going to show you the wool one right now. We'll show you the wool one coming up soon. But today we're going to show you for 2023 for you to join our quilt box. So now we showed you a video on how to find the quilt box subscription. If we need to do that at the end, please let us know. And I think Kaylee does have that video. We can play that a little later. So, first off, let's start with the ongoing projects. So, what are you laughing at?
The comments.
The comments?
She's getting a prize.
Huh? Nick gets a prize?
Nick's got great knees.
Yeah, Nick's got great knees.
Nick got funny knees. Oh, let's talk about prizes.
Those are long johns.
Miss Heidi has got a bag full of prizes. Like 12 different prizes in there. So please, you know the drill. To try to win a prize, you got to leave some comments. We'll pick some winners.
Clearly, she just won.
Clearly, who just won? The one that's picking on your knees?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I almost forgot about the prizes.
This is great.
But let's show them what's been in the quilt box.
Some people did not receive their December box yet.
I know. We're not going to show them.
Okay, all right.
We're going to show them the wrong sides.
Gotcha.
I am going to show them the reveal of the ongoing project. Okay, so in the box, there are sometimes ongoing projects. So you'll get a little piece of of a blocks, and at the end it will make something. So I want to show you Revel, and this is, I don't have it with me because the quilter is quilting it right now. Kaylee has an overlay of Revel. So this is the finishing of Revel. Now, I did 2 directions. One is on point with the border, and that's the one I did with the fancy border, or there's another one without all that piecing on the border. Super simple, all right? So there's 2 options depending on what your skill level is. So each box, you got 2 of those blocks to work on. So all year long, we were working on the blocks, and either in box 10 or 12, you got 3. So that's why there's 13 blocks. So we gave you an extra block in one of those. But isn't it beautiful? And here's the deal. You picked out your background. So some of you have black backgrounds, some of you have white backgrounds. So that was kind of fun to see how everybody is doing theirs. All right? So there it is. And that was the continuing Continuing project. All right. So you're going to move that aside, Nick. All right.
You want it? I'm just
All right.
hanging
So
one by one.
I want you to flip it upside down.
This one.
Yeah. No. I want you to flip the whole
The whole
stack.
thing.
Yes. We're going to flip the whole stack. And we're going to push this back a little bit.
Push back
All
a
right.
little bit.
All right. So set it on the couch here.
There. If anybody cares, it's still snowing.
He just checked out the window. So flip it upside down and land it over here. Okay. Now these are going to be in no particular order. All right, grab me that right there. Oh my gosh. I didn't know this job was so hard. Now, on some of the projects, we gave you pre-cuts and you picked backgrounds, but some of them we did give you backgrounds. So we're just going to go through all of the projects that the $270 got everybody last year. All right, so help me hold up. And I'm not going to know all the names of them or anything, but some of these now are on our website for sale as well. It's called Very Charming. All right, so let's just lay this down. These were in the same box. They're using the same leftover. This one's called Shoe Fly Swirl. So there's another one coming up here. All right, this is a mini, and this is a little tote bag that they got. So they must have got a mini charm. And this is part of that same Shoe Fly Swirl. So I think they got, this is one pattern, and they could pick which one to make. If they wanted a taller one or a squattier one. And then now we're getting into a summer one.
Cute, remember?
Yes. And a fall one. So you got the panel, and I think a pre-cut for this. I'm not quite sure.
I like that one.
Isn't that beautiful? Runner. So this one I believe came out like in the October box, so you had time to make it for Christmas.
Christmas cookies.
Christmas cookies it's called.
Ugh.
And then this was still in I think that October box as well. So this is a little fall mat as well. Going backwards. One of the, I think box number 2. Oh, there we go. Sometimes you just need a quick baby quilt.
Sorry.
Or this one would make a great baby quilt as well. I love this size quilts for decorating the house. Folding them up on ladders and chairs and stuff like that. This one has a stiffer batting in it. All right, now, oh, this one from Valentine's Day. So there's no wool in these projects, honey, no matter what.
I know, but it says
Okay. There's no wool on any of these, but sometimes we'll do some stitchery.
my boots are making squeaky noises.
Yeah. All right. So this was, I believe, a 5-inch charm square of flannel. All right. Now, this project, I can't show you. but it's another nice, beautiful quilt. I can tell you that is made out of Camille's line of fabric. Her first one, solo. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it. Drawing a blank. I can't remember my own fabric line, so yes.
So, do the quilt kits include the backing?
No.
Fabric.
No. So even when you buy a quilt kit in the store, those don't include backings. So we don't include backings in there as well. All right, now this is in the same box that I can't show you as well. Just drop it. Just put it drop down. I can't show you this, but I can tell you a little bit about it. It's a panel. You can use it as a whole quilt, or you could cut it apart and make several small quilts. You could make pillows out of this panel, and it's sewing related. I'm not telling you anything else.
Someone knows.
Somebody notice it?
Someone saw it.
Oh, well, you got a little sneak peek. I'm sorry. And then, I can't show you it, but it's another a mini tote. It's behind here. I can't show you. Okay? So that was in the last box. Can you fold that so nobody sees it? All right. So now, those were just some of the projects. Now I'm going to show you, each box also contained a little cross stitch. So you can hoop them, or you can use them as little quilt block squares. So I'm going to just show you. There are 6 of them. Here's the spring. And I know some of you had a lot of fun jumping back into cross stitch with these little guys. It's the heart one. And you know, if you go to Hoblob and find all the cool things, I know we have some things like this too. Or you can frame them. Pumpkins. Red, white, and blue. Okay, now here are a bunch of all other little things that came in there as well. All right, I'm going to sit down so Kaylee can focus and I don't move too much. So we got an Aurifil spool of big thread. You got a couple of zipper charms. And these were like 6 different ones, I believe. And I'm sure that packaging on there isn't really helping. You got a little tote for your supplies that says Primitive Gatherings. A notepad for all your notes. You got quilt soap. You got Roxanne glue. I use this for putting sleeves on my quilts all the time. You got this cool bundle of fabric. I don't know how many charm squares that is. A lot. Got this guide. How to figure out how much backing you need. There was a pattern in there for making this. I think these went together. And then another little tote. So, all of what I showed you.
Were there any caramels in there?
Yeah, but we didn't put no caramels in here. But I'm sure there's caramels in your boxes. Yes. So we still have all the caramels that we didn't put in there. So I think we do like 4 of them in each box.
That was a question, by the way.
Yeah, there are caramels in this box. Yep. Good catch, somebody. Justin hooked me up with all the caramels. So is there any questions about our subscription box? Anybody got any for me?
Questions, but not necessarily.
Okay, you want to give me those?
Not about the box, but just
All right.
some questions.
So can you grab some of that out of here?
Yeah.
All right.
This stuff here.
Grab that out of here. I just got to see my notes. the sweater off.
You're almost done. Keep going.
All right. Where can they find the information on the finishing a wool project on a sewing machine? Oh, I was going to talk about this later on.
Let me read them.
All right. You read them for me.
All right. Where can they find information on finishing a wool project on the sewing machine?
I'll get to that. It's on my list.
Does the wool piece come in the Christmas box?
Does the wool piece?
Wood piece. Does the wood piece come in the Christmas
It
box?
does not. I can't fit it in the box.
Where did you find such a good-looking husband? I'm kidding. That wasn't on there. Where do you get your antique quilts?
I have several antique dealers around the country that I watch. Their websites, their Instagrams, their Facebook pages. There is an auction site that a lot of times I'm watching quilt auctions and I'll snag a few of them that way. Also, the quilt shows that I've been going through all these years. When I went to a quilt show and everybody else was in our booth buying quilt kits and fabrics and notions and stuff like that, I would go and buy a quilt from one of the antique dealers. And sometimes not only one, sometimes a couple, right?
From Cindy. Yeah.
From Cindy, yeah. Cindy, I always told Cindy that I always had a quilt on layaway to pay her mortgage every month. So maybe not that much, but you know. There's several ways to find antique quilts if you are motivated to
It was
find
that
them.
much. Yes. Okay, next
Like
question.
you even know.
Are the projects in the quilt box beginner friendly?
Yes, a lot of the projects in the quilt box are beginner friendly. They're also simple and use a lot of pre-cuts because that's easy for us to put in a box. So a lot of them are designed around pre-cuts, and we do take in account about starching. So if we're like making something with a 2.5 inch mini charm and we tell you not to starch, we tell you not to starch for a reason. All right. So sometimes we'll cut the 2.5 inch down and we'll starch it, but sometimes we don't want you to cut it. We don't want it to shrink. So we'll tell you not to starch, but then we won't do complicated piecing if we tell you that. Okay.
Does thread come with cross stitch patterns?
The thread does not come with the cross stitch patterns. DMC, she uses DMC. Those are, I don't know what price they are, 50 cents nowadays, so not too much. But yeah, so we do give you patterns, we do give you stuff like that, but a lot of times we don't give you every little thing to make it, right? So if we do quilt kits, most of the time we give you the main part. Sometimes we'll ask you to add the background, and then I believe that helps with you guys being able to control what your quilt looks like, whether you like light or dark backgrounds. So it breeds creativity too. And people might like your version better than what I do with it. So that is really fun to see what you do with yours as well.
What's the best way to display quilts so they look welcoming and not cluttered?
Not cluttered.
Cluttered.
Cluttered. I think nowadays, I think most people would agree that that cluttered look is kind of out. So I like to decorate with a few things: a quilt, a little bit of greenery, and maybe one focal thing near my chair that's the quilt is behind. Or set one, like if I have a quilt folded up on a closet door, I'll hang some sort of decoration over the top of it and use the quilt as a background. I have a lot of like quilt racks that we make here that I can hang 3 or 5 quilts on. Sometimes I only hang 3 on a 5 hanger hook because I want to see more of the quilt. There's all kinds of things that you can do to hang. You can kind of see, if Kaylee pans up, how we kind of hang some of our quilts here at the store with these simple little clips that we clip onto the quilt and then hang onto the hanger. That yardstick is braced. It's off the wall. It's not tight to the wall. There's a little piece of wood behind those so we can hang the hook
Yeah, we did that
in
throughout
that.
the.
Yeah.
throughout
So that's how we hung all the red and white quilts at the gathering as well. So that's really easy to put them up and down. Not always to have the exact hanger for the size of every quilt
Yeah,
that we
'cause-
want to hang.
There were times we lost sticks, or I lost sticks.
Or you cut one
Or I
shorter.
cut one short, yeah.
Yeah. That type of thing.
Next question, and I'll answer it. Fold or rolled up quilts to store? And that's going to be fold.
Well, I think it depends on your storage situation.
Yeah, I know you fold because
Because I'm folding on shelves,
Right.
right? But I really love baskets full of rolled up quilts. And Gloria has a really cool basket coming up that we're going to be teaching here. I bet you could
basket
put 8
class.
quilts in it, folded up, rolled up. It's going to be beautiful.
when you say basket class, what do you think I think of?
Basket class? Why?
Have you hear the basket?
So how often do you refold your quilts?
Yeah, that's a great question. I try to at least do it once a year. I know it probably should be more, but when you have 800, yeah. I mean, I know there's all these rules, right? So trust me, I don't abuse my quilts, but I mean, maybe I need a volunteer who wants to come and help fold quilts with me once in a while, because it's a 2-person job, definitely. And when you have somebody to hang out with, it's a lot more fun. Any more questions?
How do you protect your quilts from the sun? Or do you protect them from the sun?
I don't leave my quilts out that long. Like I switch quilts like every month in my house. So, what do you want this? So, I don't think mine, they might get a little bit of sun. I don't really want them to fade, but like I know, like look at our big pad that's in front of our 12-foot window. I quilted this cushion, and it's faded a little bit, but I also think it adds a little charm sometimes when some of those things fade. I mean, I don't necessarily, want my quilts to fade, don't get me wrong, but I don't think mine are out long enough to really get damaged, or I don't put them where the sun is directly beating down on any of them. Okay?
Could Lisa do a quilt folding on YouTube?
Sure, definitely. There's a couple ways to fold. I like to fold on the diagonal because a bias fold helps with less creasing, but it's not always the easiest to do.
Maybe you could teach Nick how to fold the quilts. Nick knows how to fold the quilts from 25 years of doing this. I know how to do it.
He's been around that long.
Okay, here we go. Can the backing guide be purchased online?
Can the backing what? Guide?
A backing guide? Or you were talking about a guide earlier?
Oh, our little, yeah, we do have those on our website. Yep, the little motor books.
Okay. Can we do a quilt show or trunk show for your antique quilts?
You bet. We do have a couple of them on YouTube if you have not seen them yet. I think we did a red and white one a couple years ago during COVID. So there are a couple antique quilt shows, a spring one, a red and white one. I haven't decided what I'm going to hang in the gathering next. So you can always come here too and see what we got hanging in the gathering. Yeah. Always, a lot of times, antique quilts.
That is awesome in there. It's simple as that. Are all the fabrics in your subscription boxes your fabric lines?
No, they are not. We try to plan boxes around my fabric lines the best we can, but I can't create that much stuff, and that because you don't want to keep seeing, the next fabric line in 3 different boxes, right? So I love to support my Moda sisters and use their fabric lines as well, just to spread it out a little bit. And I'm sure when you saw those quilts, we use Camille's, we use Me and My Sisters, we use, I know we have Sherry and Chelsea coming up next year. Let me think what else off the top of my head. And the rest probably were mine. Wow. Okay?
Are the quilt hangers still available? That is a big 10-4. They are. We have single arm, 3-footers, single arm, 4-footers, 3 racks, 3-arm racks, and 5-arm racks.
Yes, they are on our website under Scott's Wood Creations or something like that.
Yeah.
Look for them there.
He loves making them.
He does. All right.
I got more.
Oh, okay.
These are good questions today.
All right.
Where do you find the yardsticks you use to hang quilts?
We had our own made that say Primitive Gatherings, and we do have them for sale. I don't know if they're on our website right now because we were out for a little bit, but we just got a bazillion.
5,000 of them.
We just got a bazillion of them back
literally
in.
5,000.
So if you can't find it, call us and we'll make sure we get it back up on the website. I know Jess is usually here and she would let me know, but you're Jess today.
Do you need a hanging sleeve to use those
No,
hangers?
you do not use
No.
need a hanging sleeve to use the swing arms or this method.
Go over pricing details and how to sign up for subscription boxes again.
Okay, we'll let Kaylee run that video in a minute. Are we good now?
You really want me to answer this?
Yeah.
How did Nick and Lisa meet?
Why don't you answer that one? Because you were the one that was very insistent upon meeting me.
Like a little fly.
What
Just
did you
quickly.
say? Insistent?
Yeah, just quickly.
In a
More
nutshell.
In a nutshell, 2 cents or two cent
Hey,
tour.
meet, dinner. That's it. Oh, we worked at the mill.
Tell them how you met me the first time.
Huh,
Quickly.
I can't. There's naughty words in that. I can't.
Well,
Now you have
just
to.
say bleep.
Fine. I was going through orientation at the mill. We were in a dryer.
The basement of the paper
The basement
machine.
of the paper machine. In
Where
a
I
dryer.
worked. In the basement in the paper machine.
The door swung open. 10 of us walked out, and all of a sudden, some girl with 80s mall hair come flying through on her forklift and slammed on the brakes and yelled, "What the beep?" So, almost hitting another person, mind you.
Who was
Not paying
looking
attention.
one way and walking another way.
Not paying attention.
Yeah.
So a couple hours later, the guy who was giving the tour, I knew him from years and years ago.
School.
Already.
Lived in the same town, yeah.
Yeah. So we're sitting there in break room and we're talking, and all of us are in the same room, and here comes this little blonde bouncing in with a paper like this, which was a near miss accident report. Who the beep wrote this? And I looked at Artie and I said, I need to meet this chick right here. And that's where it was.
You just needed somebody to rule your world.
Rule? Yeah, I don't think so. There.
Okay, so that's Nick's view. Someday I'll tell you mine.
But that's close.
It's very
What year
close.
was this? What year was this?
1996.
96, yeah.
1996.
96.
We will be. Should I say we will be, or we might be celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary in April. I tell them not to count on it. You never know, but. See, I just like to give them a hard time, right? It's just in my DNA.
Is it still snowing?
It's in my DNA. I'm sorry. That's what he loves about me, right? The hard
How
time.
come Nick is not wearing a Santa hat? I am going to show you why. You ready? Look at this mess.
There.
No.
It's hot.
This is why. You see this? Nick needs a haircut. That's why Nick wears a hat all the time. All the time.
All right.
why.
Great questions on the box. So why don't you play that video right now? Okay. And Heidi's going to give me some winners. And
All right, for those of you who were having a hard time finding our subscription boxes, we created a little video just to help you out. Once you make your way to our website, this will be the home page that you see here. And just find that title line right here. And 3 in, you see BOM for block of the month. All you have to do is just hover your mouse right over it and a little box will drop down. Go down to clubs and click. and this will bring you to our subscription boxes. And you have your choice of quilt or wool. Once you make a selection, it will pull up our page here. And then always make sure that you are checking all of the options. So right here, it is required that you put in your location. If you're a US resident or international, I am a US resident, so I give that a click, and then I add it to my cart. And voila, there it is in your cart. So I hope this video helps you out today.
Literally, I was roasting. All right.
It's a little warm.
Yeah, it is a little warm. Okay. All right, so great questions, everyone. Are you want to say anything? Are you out of here?
I'm out. Night.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go snuggle with my dog. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody! Thank you for a fabulous year. I don't take things for granted, so maybe I'll see you when I see you. If not, I'll be looking down upon you. Take care. God bless. We'll see you soon.
I love harassing him. See ya, honey. I'll try not to wake you up when I come home.
Wait like 3 hours.
I'm not waiting 3 hours to come home.
You have to get Vicky right home anyway.
Yep. All right, so something super cool I found on Facebook this week, and I want to show you it because if you were in one of our boxes, you got this panel. So I want to share Teresa McDermott's quilt that she made out of our Yuletide Gatherings panel. Now we still have these panels in stock, but the Village Mercantile from Boonville, Indiana, shared this on their Facebook page, and we love this quilt. Teresa, you did an amazing job on it. I'm hoping some of my people can get a little inspiration off of that and make that as well. Now, I didn't also talk about the flash sale today, right?
Not today.
Because guess what? There is not one today. Because now, not today, but tomorrow until the 27th, let me make sure this is right. 26th. Yeah. Now until, or tomorrow, the 23rd through the 26th, our whole site is 25% off. So, except for a few things. You can't get the subscription box at 25% off. Those are all price protected already. Those are all already at a deep discount. When you do our subscription boxes, the value of that box is like 33% off. The wool box is like 40% off. So you're getting it like wholesale pricing for some of those things. So you can't get the subscription boxes at the 25% off. And there is going to be a few brand new things that we pulled off the website that you cannot order. So if you're searching for something, can't find it, and it's new, we probably pulled it off. Yes, that's mean, but it's not fair to the people who just purchased it at regular price. So there are a few things that we want to protect, our brand newest items, and you get it, right? And like sewing machines, those aren't 25% off or any of that kind of thing. So make sure you take advantage of that. I'm sure you're going to remember some things that maybe you forgot, and make sure you have 4 days to make that purchase, or you can make one every day. I don't care. Have fun with that. All right. Now, do you remember our last couple lives where we sold a bunch of quilts? Guess what? We sold them all. You bought them all. They're gone to really good homes, I'm sure. I'm sure you are going to love them. So thank you for purchasing those quilts. It makes my heart feel good knowing that somebody who really knows what goes into those quilts ends up with them. And maybe you got a Lisa Bongean quilt, or maybe you got a quilt that we made here as a store sample. Again, we all thank you for purchasing those. And it's not about the money and getting the money from those. It's just about making sure they are appreciated and not like sitting in a cabinet their whole lives and not being out and enjoyed. So I could pile my quilts up for the rest of my life, but I'd rather let some of them go and you enjoy them. Okay. I do want to talk about one of the new videos that just went up, I think yesterday or the day before, the Bernina videos. So we're sewing on a Bernina with pearl cotton by machine on a wool project. So I know there's some of you who really struggle with handwork. Either you're not good at it, maybe your hands don't work as good as what they used to. Whatever that is, I wanted our Bernina people here to figure out how to run that pearl cotton through the machine. I know we can blanket stitch with regular cotton, but there's something about pearl cotton on wool that looks really good. And if you can do it on machine, mind blowing, right? Even better. So make sure you go find that video for that. And it's just search Stitch with Lisa Bongean on YouTube. You'll find it. Make sure you watch it. There's some really cool tips in there that Barb has shared with you and how easy it is. All right, Kaylee, what's up?
Going off of that, so we have a lady who watched it. And
Yeah.
She's still asking what machines they can use.
Okay.
We listed the machine, all the Berninas that can be
Yes.
used in there.
So if the question was what machines do that, and in the video we do list all the specific machines that will do that. And Barb said it had the best ones to do it were the ones with the 9mm feed dog measurement. All right, but if you're not sure, go watch that video again and write down those machines that can do that. All right. What are your plans during the Christmas holiday break? Does anybody have any good ones? I want to tell you that I've gotten so much done this last, couple weeks. I finished Dragonfly Dreams. That's the ongoing 2-year project from our wool box. The quilter has that right now, Wendy, and Wendy also has Revel that I finished, and that's the one that you saw earlier out of the quilt box. So we'll be showing them finished, bound, probably sometime in January. I think she's going to do them pretty quick for me, so we won't have too big of a lag before those get done. I also got my Oh Say Can You Sew quilt done. If you saw that on Stitch with Lisa Bongean, I kind of shared some of those pics with you while I was making it, and how I showed you how I intentionally knew I was going to put a mistake in my quilt, and I didn't want some of you to freak out, or I wanted some of you to get over the fact that that would bother you for the rest of your life every time you looked at that quilt. I know when you don't try to make a mistake and you see it later on that really bugs some people, but really just embrace that you're human and that mistakes happen all the time, even when you think you're so good and you try your best, that it's going to happen. They just do. But for me to intentionally put that mistake in because I lost one of my blocks, I don't know. I mean, I'm constantly carrying things in and out of this building, taking things home. I mean, like I'm a pack mule. That's all I feel like. All I do is pick things up, put things down, haul them. And I must have lost one. Or maybe it'll show up, right? It's going to show up. But I was short. Like I went through all my scraps and I found like extra little pieces and parts. I had enough to do 3 half square triangles, but not a 4th one. But I had a blue 9 patch. So I just threw that 9 patch in the corner and called it a day, pieced the block together, put the block in the row, and I'm just going to love it because I know now amongst all of us who made this quilt, which one's mine. If it ever was an issue, I know which one is mine because I made that mistake. And whether I've gotten scolded about putting mistakes in quilts intentionally already, but it's my quilt. I can do whatever I want. Everybody can do whatever they want. So I was like, you're a pattern designer, everything should be perfect. No, that's your opinion that everything should be perfect. It's my opinion that if I piece a block wrong and still put it in my quilt, that's my problem, my issue, I own it, and here it is. It's okay. It's character. It's whatever. It's interesting. I love my antique quilts and all the quirky things I find out when I look at my antique quilts. So during the holidays, I got, like I said, the only things I didn't finish yet from 2023 is I didn't put my Moda Blockheads 4 quilt together. Do you remember I did mine with the orange as the background? So that is on my list. And I got all of my letters to Santa words pre-cut. So they're pre-cut in baggies for each word. So now during Christmas and New Year's, I'm going to get that quilt done as well. So set a plan, stick to your plan, and get your stuff done. So I don't know about you, but I plan every day a couple things I want to get done. Whether it's 3 things that day, maybe it's 3 little things, or it's 1 big thing that I plan. But I always like to have more than one, just in case I get that one thing done, because sometimes things don't take as fast, or things don't take as long as you think they do, and you get done faster, so you almost want to have something else. And you feel really good about getting those things accomplished in a day. And when people ask me all the time, how do you do all what you do? This is how. I set little quotas. I'm going to make this many blocks today. I'm going to make this many half square triangles today. This is what's on my list. At the end of every day, I plan for the next day of what I want to get done. So if you need a little help in that department, like maybe you're retired now and you thought you're going to get so much more done, but some other things have maybe sapped some of your time, you need to put it on your calendar, just like your appointments, just like your volunteering. You need to put on your calendar sewing time to get your stitching done. That's how you're going to get that done. So watch me during the break between Christmas and New Year's. I'll be on Stitch with Lisa. I'll be, having some fun in there, stitching at home during that time. So I really, really would love for you to join in and comment and post on our group. Our group is so much fun, and it's even more fun when everybody starts posting. All right, I'm looking at my list. I'm making sure it's done. Do we have any more questions before I pick some prizes? I want to make sure I got everything done on here. Sold all the quilts. Where are you on your Christmas list of getting your stuff done on there?
People love your sweatshirt and they want to know where
Isn't
you
it
got it.
awesome? I'm a boutique shopper. So when my sister wants to always go shopping, so we got this in Shawano a couple of years ago when we went shopping. I love going to the little boutiques. So I got this in Shawano in one of those things. In Wisconsin, always cold. No matter what, always cold. Not me. I'm not cold. I'm not cold-hearted.
Right.
All right.
Great.
So I got to make cookies yet. I think I'm going to have the kids help me decorate them. So I'm going to leave that for Christmas Eve. I need to wrap some presents yet. I need to go grocery shopping for our Christmas meal yet. I know, right? I should have done some of this. And then I have to get maybe like 1 or 2 last minute gifts. So that's where I am. I hope your list isn't too much longer than mine, but just let it be known that we probably not all of us have all those presents wrapped and under the tree and ready to go. Yes.
Someone subscribed for the 2022 box. Do they need to subscribe for the 2023 box if they're already in it?
That is an awesome question. So if you are already in the 2022 box, you're in the 23 box. We do not stop at the end of the year. You are in this box until you decide to cancel. And then when you do decide to cancel, you must take the next box and then you're free after that. Okay? So that's how those work, because we have already planned 2 months, that next block, for how many people are in our group. So we really appreciate that you still take that next one and then we go on. Now, I do want to point out that the wool project for the ongoing wool box project for 23 is so awesome. All right. Everybody that has seen it is just like, all right. So I'm just throwing that out there. I know some of you were like, oh, I'm so behind and blah, 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 blah. Doesn't spoil. Doesn't spoil. It's not, like I said, it's not like the food I throw out every week in the refrigerator. Your project will be waiting for you when you are ready. Okay, so I think that's it on my list for everything to talk about. I am going to let everybody go home after this live today. So do we have anything else besides prizes?
One more question.
All right, one more question.
Can you be in the wool and cotton box?
You bet. We love it when you're in both of our boxes. We think these boxes are a super great deal. And like I said, it really, really helps our business with its ongoing expenses every month. So when we can plan on that money, we can plan awesome things here for us to do for you. And we just want to create this awesome environment here at Primitive Gatherings where everybody can come and create. If you can't come, then the next best thing is getting a subscription box every other month. Now we're not trying to be like every month. We know you need a break. So that's why we're not plowing these out every month for you, even though some of you want the wool and the cotton, but hey, you can do it, right? And you're happy doing it probably. And we love that you do both of them. So thank you for subscribing to both of them. I hope you all got that video on how to find the boxes. We look forward to being able to serve you a bunch of great prizes and in your box this year, prizes and surprises. All right, projects, prizes, and surprises. I couldn't say that if I wanted to. All right, I got some more winners here. I know this person on the top. I love it when I know the winners. So, what am I going to do, Heidi? Am I pulling them out one by one and put them with them?
Yep, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
All right. Magical reindeer food package with some other stuff in here. Fran Bianchi. Hi, Fran. I hope you're watching. She just was at the retreat for the first time not too long ago. Mary Jo Sanchez. Ho, ho, ho. What do you get? Same thing as Fran. All right. Mary Jo Quiltessa. So Kaylee's put up there how to claim your prize. So don't forget to do that. Quiltessa, this is what you get. Oh, same thing. Caramels, fat quarters, patches. Ooh, here's a big one. Trudy Patterson, look what you get out of Heidi's Santa bag. Bonnie and Camille. What is this one? One Fine Day. Probably a collector's item. Trudy Patterson. Lisa Lloyd. You get Red Work Gatherings. Jelly Roll. Annette Ashbach. You get some goodies here. Heidi Packet. Cheryl Ganera.
I tried to give you easy ones.
Cheryl. I don't know if that G is silent. Hera? Garna,
yeah, that's how
Garna. Teresa Veroline. Some more goodies. Ho, ho, ho. Joan Carmody.
You didn't have your hat on.
I know, it was hot. I was roasted. I was going to pass out. I've already passed out from having too bad of a hot flash. I'm not doing it again.
That's Jones.
Yes. I have to show you what else. You find my vest. They need to see my cool vest.
Did you say Joan's name?
I don't know if did you say that one?
Yeah, Joan
Carmody was the last one.
That was your prize, Joan, if I didn't say that. Vest. I gotta show you my vest. I'll put this on when I'm done, but it's too hot right now. All right, this one goes to Cheryl Habeck. Robbie Bowie. Ooh. This is nice. Corey's calendar. Is it 2023, I hope?
Is it a calendar? No, it's a coriander.
Oh,
Christmas.
it's a book.
Yes, Christmas
All right,
book.
this is Robbie Bowie's. Deborah Zanini. Santa's sack is empty. Debbie Maddie, Jolly Roll. Ooh, awesome. Look at my cool. So this is an outfit, right? I got this at the same boutique at the same time. All right. See how cool it is?
Girl.
Nice and warm. That's cool too. Should I show people that too?
Just found it on the ground.
I'm all about my vitamins. I take a lot of vitamins. And, you know, I have one of those Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, put all my vitamins in there. And then when I go to work, because I have to take some of my vitamins at lunchtime, they have these cool little things like this that you put on your keychain. And then you put all your little vitamins in there, or your medications, and you take it with you.
We should get one that says primitive calories on it.
Right? Take your vitamins, people. Be healthy. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this live at 1 o'clock on Thursdays. We'll always be here, 1 o'clock, same time, same day, all the time. It's funny when Nick says to me, what time is live today?
Hey, he just likes to hear him talk.
Right? So now I just don't answer him.
When is our next live?
So are we doing one next week?
We were not scheduled to.
All right, so not next week during the holiday. I might go live from home. All right? So maybe we'll do some Facebook in the group lives, sew-alongs, stitch-alongs, whatever we can do. Ski-alongs. All right. So I really, really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, taking the time out of your day just to hang out, make some comments, be on our YouTube channel with us. That really means a lot to all of us, Heidi, Kaylee, Jessica, all of us here making this work. We really love doing this live for you on Thursdays, and we couldn't do it without you. So again, we really appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. We hope you have a blessed holiday, whatever that looks like for you. Make it the best one ever. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.